各位早晨，行政長官會先向大家發言，之後回答大家提問嘅。提問嘅時候請每位記者提出不多於兩個問題。先請行政長官。
各位早晨，
Good morning.
今日係兔年第一次嘅行政會議，亦都係第一次喺呢個機會係見大家，所以喺呢度係恭祝大家喺兔年嘅工作順利同埋身體健康。特區政府喺2023年嘅目標係帶領香港脱離疫情困擾，恢復正常。隨住隔離令喺昨日即係1月30號起正式撤銷，我哋對新冠疫情嘅管理邁向新階段、新模式，逐步建立新常態系統，將2019年冠狀病毒病作為其中一種上呼吸道嘅疾病嚟管理。疫情進入新階段，特區政府嘅未來工作有兩大目標。第一，聚焦發展經濟，向海外同埋內地全方位推廣香港。第二，全面部署復常，將已經優化同埋有效嘅應對方案常規化，並且持續按實際情況，針對應變能力不斷持續檢討，以應對新變化同埋新威脅。關於第一個目標，聚焦發展經濟。通關當然係對發展最有明顯不過效益嘅一個措施，同內地全面通關，以及同全世界全面接軌嘅新階段之下，我哋將啟動全方位推廣香港嘅工作。同內地通關方面，自1月8號起實施首階段以嚟，各個口岸嘅運作係良好，得到安全、有秩序同埋暢順嘅目標。喺1月8號到30號，共累積超過70萬位北上嘅旅客，以及超過60萬位南下嘅旅客。香港已經進入全面復甦嘅新里程。據多方面嘅報道，餐飲業預期呢個月嘅生意額會破100億，零售業界亦都喺農曆新年期間活起嚟、好起嚟，市民展露笑容，大家都開心咗好多，氣氛熱鬧。我哋嘅目標係盡快同內地實現全面通關。我哋同內地嘅單位喺春節期間保持緊密聯繫，進展積極正面。我有信心全面通關好快就會達成。我期望好快將好消息公佈，包括取消核酸檢測嘅要求，增加開放口岸嘅數目，以及取消人數安排等等。另外，我哋會同內地進一步通關嘅同時，考慮取消海外來港嘅限制，包括取消訪客疫苗接種要求，同埋取消來港之前嘅快測。喺推廣香港方面，隨住香港正快速復常，特區政府正部署喺海外同埋內地全方位宣傳活動，加強推廣香港。我哋會喺2日之後舉行大型嘅啟動禮，屆時會介紹香港嘅重點推廣活動，包括以你好香港 Hello Hong Kong 為主題嘅大型全球宣傳活動。政府會帶領同埋組織不同嘅訪問團，對外去外國同埋內地，大力推廣香港，包括商貿、旅遊、文化同埋人民交流等等。我會首先喺 cultural exchange and so on. This Saturday, on 4th of February, I'll be leading a Hong Kong SAR delegation to visit Saudi Arabia and the United Emirates. The Deputy Attorney General, the Secretary for Commerce and Economic Development, Secretary for Financial Services and the Treasury, and 30 delegates from the professional sectors, the innovation sector, the business sector, and financial services sector will also be traveling with me, and then they will be promoting investment and cultural exchange with Hong Kong. And so we will provide for business opportunities. The second objective of a full return to normalcy. Now, for effective measures, they will be regularized. And then we will have regard to the actual situation to keep enhancing our response to emergencies so we could deal with new threats. In the process of planning for full return to normalcy, we will have to consider other measures in response to the pandemic. Also, we will take stock of the experience we've had so far, and then we will incorporate effective measures into our day-to-day work, making them regular measures. Some individuals believe that there is need for us to conduct an independent investigation into the various anti-epidemic measures. Some others disagree. And I disagree to that proposal. Now, in the past 3 years, around the world, we faced a new disease, new virus. It caused the deaths of 6.7 million people to pass away. And then for the UK, the death rate is Hong Kong is 1.8 times of our death rate. And then we immediately devise measures to combat the epidemic. There's never the best practice or best way to deal with such an issue. I agree we need to take stock of experience so we could deal with new threats in future in a more effective manner. In the past few months since we took office, we've been reviewing the various measures. We want to make sure that our government is able to respond to new threats and new changes. Since the assumption of office of this term of government, we've been reviewing various measures and enhancing these measures. First, we have set up a new command structure, the CE. As leading a coordination task force. Also, there is some special task force led by the Secretary for Health on combating the epidemic, and then different heads of Directors Bureau also lead different task forces to respond to the pandemic, so that we could come up with measures that are targeted and rapid and effective. And also, we have alert response system so that we could take various measures as necessary. And also we have enhanced the safety efficiency. And then we have strengthened our healthcare system and also management of residential care homes. And then those were 4 measures, and the 5th measure is that we have various targeted measures to manage high-risk groups, in particular the old and the young. The 6th measure is that we have adopted a science-based measure to gradually remove social distancing measures and various other measures. And yesterday we removed the isolation arrangement. Since this government took office, we have been planning to connect with the world and also to plan for full resumption of quarantine-free travel with the mainland. So these are the outcomes of our effort to keep reviewing and enhancing our measures. The 7th measure is that we have an interdepartmental coordination so that we are able to mobilize government manpower at the first instance. There are also community care teams that we can mobilize as necessary. And the different government departments, including the Labour and Welfare Bureau and the Hospital Authority, will keep taking stock experience as the pandemic evolves. 常規化同埋恆常化，並且持續優化同埋更新指引。呢啲係最務實同埋最有效優化應變能力嘅方法。另外喺部署全面復常方面，亦都要處理疫情所帶嚟嘅後續工作。呢個包括社區隔離同埋治療設施嘅未來安排。我已經委派咗財政司副司長去負責統籌，將評估應對疫情可能嘅變化、社會復常發展同埋民生需要。逐個分析研判，喺確保香港有一定嘅備用應急設施嘅同時，分階段釋出用地同埋重用隔離設施單位。喺現屆政府上任以嚟，我哋都係見山開路，遇水搭橋。我同特區政府同事會帶領香港聚焦發展經濟，向全球推廣香港，並且全面部署復常，持續務實優化特區嘅應變能力。多謝大家。
跟住落嚟嘅提問嘅時間啦，請每位記者提問不多於2題。先介紹你哋其中嘅傳媒機構同埋用我哋嘅人麥去發問嘅。先係右手邊前排白色
journalist in white.
Hi, Mr. Lee. My name is Kari. I'm from Bloomberg. I wanted to ask, Chinese tourists will be facing barriers to obtaining tourist visas to come to Hong Kong compared to Macau. What do you plan to do to tackle this challenge, given that the city needs mainland tourists to revive the city's economy? And when do you plan to make the announcement on mask removal? Secondly, what will you discuss on your trip to the Middle East, and to what extent might this reflect the government's efforts to diversify assets? And will you be seeking to court Middle Eastern companies to IPO in Hong Kong and or attract other assets to the city? Thank you.
You repeat your second question?
What will you discuss on your trip to the Middle East, and to what extent do you feel that this reflects the government's efforts to diversify investment assets? Will you be seeking to court Middle Eastern companies to IPO in Hong Kong and or attract other Middle Eastern assets to the city?
Well, first of all, since this government assumes office, we have been preparing various measures so as to open up Hong Kong and make decisions according to data and risks. I have explained earlier in my beginning speech about the various measures that we have put into. We have just yesterday removed the last restriction, which is the isolation order. There is no other restriction other than the mask. And we all know that, according to the advice of different medical experts, we have the winter surge, which is a period of high risk. We have to be able to ensure that we will be able to pass this winter surge. And when we successfully overcome this challenge, then there will be big room for consideration to see how and when we will remove the mask. And I think in the whole preparation for full resumption to normalcy, then the mask is obviously a thing that I will consider seriously of lifting. Then when we pass the winter surge, when this high-risk period is passed and we manage it, then I will look at the situation at that time and decide when will be the best time to lift it. But lifting the mask will be a measure that I seriously will consider. As regards my trip to the Middle East, then obviously this is one of the programs that I have said many times since the announcement of my policy address that we will tell the good Hong Kong story. Now we have resumed normal. It is time for us to go out and tell people that Hong Kong is as normal as before the COVID-19. And the business opportunities and all the advantages of Hong Kong being an international city and also a special administrative region of our country has all sorts of attractions and advantages for people to grasp so that they will not lose their opportunities to develop and realize the potentials in Hong Kong. I have formed a high-level delegation comprising over 30 very successful and very influential representatives in different sectors so that we can go and tell the good Hong Kong story, the opportunities here. Then, of course, the visit to the Middle East is also a reinforcement of the policy of President Xi Jinping in his visit to Saudi Arabia when he made his policy speech about how to capitalize on the initiative of One Belt, One Road so that we can help different countries to make use of good opportunities that we can offer, as well as we make use of the opportunity to develop our economy and further strengthen the different potentials and increase our competitiveness. I have a high hope that my visit will be received well by the governments and the local commercial sectors, and I look to some fruitful results as a result of the visit.
下一位提問，
Next
左
question
手邊後排女
on
記
the
者。
left, the lady at the back.
早晨，特首，星島日報，想
I'm from
問下咧，
Singapore
首先就係
Daily.
頭先你提到唔同意成立
Just
獨
saying
立
you
調
said
查
that
委員
you
會啦，可唔可以
disagree
同
with
大
the
家分
idea
享
of
下原
setting
因
up
咧？
the
因為
commission
行
of
會成員有
inquiry. Can
提
you
過
tell us why
盧文商
some
才啊
export
同前朝
members
邊司啊，呢啲係
are
咪都係
saying
你
that it
考
would be
慮
a
嘅
waste of
因素而唔
resources
同
and
意啦
would？be
如果做
if
單
in
係一
effect
個檢討委員會又
holding
可唔
previous
可
government
行咧？
officials to
另外
account,
就
can
係
we
近
set
日
up
咧
a
都係內地
separate
一啲唔港
review
人翻嚟
panel
香港嘅高
instead?
峰期啦，唔少關口都
Recently, we
排
have
晒
seen a
長龍啊！
peak
有市民就話咧，
of
其
people
實
from the
關口都
mainland
唔再
returning
檢
to
查核
Hong
酸
Kong, but there were
嘅。
long
而家
queues
有呢
at
個
the
制度同冇呢個制
boundary
度都差
control
唔多㗎
points.
啦。
The
即
officers
係而家
stopped
同內地
checking the
傾嘅時候，
PCR
究
test
竟呢個最
results.
大嘅障礙係乜嘢？
So
點
what's
解
the
呢一刻都仲
obstacle?
未可以公佈
What's
到一啲
holding
新
up our
嘅方案俾大
discussions
家
with the
咧？
mainland? Why can't you tell us a new plan yet?
首先，我剛才亦都講得好清楚咧，我唔同意成立獨立調查委員會，因為咧，
I disagree with the idea of
我哋
setting
去
up
到
a
疫
COI.
情嘅新階段。剛才我
We've
講
entered a
過，
new
我
phase
係
of
要
COVID.
有兩個目標，我希望喺呢個新階段咧
We
係
have
開始
two
嘅，帶領
objectives
整個社
for
會
this phase.
係針對呢兩個目標。第一就係全面去
First,
推廣我哋嘅經濟發展。第
promoting
二咧
economic
係作
development.
好我哋復常嘅部署。呢
Second,
個係向前望。我亦都同
resumption
意
of
要
normalcy.
總結經
We have
驗，
to
去
look
確保我
forward.
哋咧係有
I
有效
agree
嘅
that we
應
have to
變
learn the
能力，
lessons
去面
to
對
ensure
將來可
we
能出現
can
嘅新風險。
respond to possible
經
future
過我哋
challenges.
喺呢7個月嘅施政裏邊咧，大家睇到
Over the
我哋
past
喺總結經
7
驗或
months,
者不斷去優化措施咧。剛才我俾
we've
咗一
taken
系列
stock of our
嘅
experience,
實
and we
際方
have
案俾大
been
家。
enhancing our
而呢啲
measures.
咧，亦都係
I've
正正
just
係
discussed
應對到
the detailed
我哋
plans.
將來咧可以面對嘅
These
不同挑戰。
measures will help us
其中咧，我覺
meet
得咧
future challenges.
任何嘅實際處理疫情咧，都必係按住所面對嘅情況而做。即係
Handling
話
any
今日
pandemic
仲
will
我可以
require
寫到
adapting to the
100個方式，
circumstances.
聽日
I can
嘅
toss
新疫
around
情變化或
100
者
plans
新
today,
嘅病出現，
but then something new comes
第
up
101個
tomorrow,
方案就可能會出現，第102個方案又可
and
能
that
出現。
will call
所
for
以
new
對付疫
plans.
情咧，我哋覺得咧係最緊要喺系統方面，同埋我哋整個
So
策
we
略
will
方
have to
面
work on
一
system
啲
in
關鍵
tackling
嘅元素，
pandemics.
同埋
This will also
政策
involve
嘅
a
主要
strategy,
嘅理念。呢啲包括咩咧？
policy
剛才
philosophies.
我重點提出嘅就係決策係要快，執
We will
行
need
要準，
swift decision
落實係
making,
要講
effective
結果。
implementation,
嗱，呢三
and
樣
we
嘢
have
咧
to be result
放
oriented.
諸四海而皆準，即係話無論
These
將來我哋
principles are
面對任何
universally
風險，
applicable.
一定要決
Whatever
策要
risk
快，
comes up in the
一
future
定
will
要
need
執行要
swift
準，
decisions,
同埋落實
effective
嘅時候有
implementation
結果。
that
咁點樣
lead
做
to
呢三點咧
results.？
第一，個體系建設方面，我
First,
哋
in
係
terms
改
of
變咗啦，
systems,
所以成立
we
咗
have made
一個
changes to our
指揮
systems.
及協調
So
組。
we have set up this command and
點咧？
coordination
第
group
二
or
咧，我哋
CCG,
係安全係數提升。
and
呢一
we
啲
have
無論
also
我哋做
enhanced
任
our
何
safety
嘅調查
margins.
或者總結咧，必須 係要針對
For any probe we
呢
do,
啲不同嘅元素
we have to
去處理。
target the various
增加安全
factors.
係數係重要係咩咧？譬如我哋睇到
Enhancing
Omicron
safety margins
佢個
matter
傳播速度
because
好
of
快，
this.
而家佢出現嘅
Omicron
時候，
is
大家都
transmitted
估
very
計唔
quickly.
到佢傳染個速度咁快
No
嘅。
one saw this
全球
coming
政
in
府
terms
都
of
面
how
對同一個問
quickly
題，
the various
大家都
spread.
即時應
This
對嘅。
was a global
咁喺
problem.
個數據同埋大形勢嘅即時評估係重要嘅。
So
咁喺即時評估
there's
嘅
a
時候，
need
我
to
哋嘅
look
安全
at
係數
the
點
data
樣即時提升，亦
and
都
arrive
係
at a
重要嘅。
decision.
咁所以安全係數
Enhancing our safety
本安全
margins
風險而提
also
升。
mattered.
例如
So this
我
would
哋
depend
去
on the risk
某
level.
啲藥物嘅配置，平時可能只係
For some drugs,
30%係我哋日常用嘅數量嘅增加30%，但係
we
喺我
may
哋增
set
加
aside
安
the
全係數嘅時候，可
inventory
能
of
增加
30% above
甚
our
至增
usual
加1
level,
倍。
but at other
亦都要
times we may have
提
to
早
bump it up by
去部署
50%
呢
or
啲就係安
double
全係
the
數裏邊嘅
inventory
重點。
levels.
另外一
So
樣嘢
these
就
are what I
係
mean by safety
人手方面嘅
margins.
部署，
Second,
往往喺大
manpower.
型嘅一啲行動裏邊咧，我哋係要解決嘅。
For large
所以亦都
scale
係因為
operations,
咁
you need the
咧，我哋
manpower.
係已經制定咗一個叫
That's
做
why
全政府級別
we
嘅
have this
動員方案啦。
government-wide
呢個動員方案喺
mobilization
施政報
plan
告亦
in
都講
place.
咗。
This is
所以
also
喺任
mentioned in my
何去
policy
應對
address.
將來確保我哋有一個好嘅應變能力咧，
To ensure we have
我
the
哋第一
capacity
做
to
好風險
respond
管
to
理，
challenges, we have to
提高安
manage
全係
risks,
數。第二有一個有
enhance our
效
safety
嘅
margins,
指揮
and
決
also
策
have
同
an
埋執行系統。
effective decision
第三
making
係
and
持續咁去
execution
審視
mechanism. And we
確
have
保我
to
哋掌握到
continuously
第一
monitor
時
the
間嘅實
situation
際情況，
to get
從
a
而係
sense
作
of
出最
how
好嘅
things are
判斷。
developing
呢一啲咧
as
都係我
quickly
哋
as
必須要
possible
做
and then
但
arrive
係
at the
我哋更加要
decision.
做係長期去常規化咗，我哋
We
已經
also have to
經過我哋實驗之後嘅
regularize
實踐之後嘅成功經驗，
the
常規
tried
化
and
咗佢。
tested
咁呢個
measures.
正就係我向大家講咧，我哋喺持續優化嘅措施已經有效成功嘅，我哋會寫翻落
So
指引裏
we
邊。
will
而且我哋亦都係會
incorporate
不斷去
measures that worked
審視
into
實
our
總結經
guidelines,
驗
and we
呢
will
個
continue
我喺多次都
to
講
look at the
係我
situation
哋
and
本
learn the
屆政府
lessons.
係自我去不斷去總個經驗裏
The
邊
current
嘅一個
term
必然過
government
程，亦都係
takes
我希
stock
望
of the
建立嘅
experience,
組織文化，以及喺應
and
對
this
疫
is
情
also
嘅
the
文
kind of
化。
organizational
所以
culture
我
we
認
want to
為
build up.
用呢個方法去做咧，係更加有效。
This is the
我
more
哋要問
effective
我哋
way
做
forward.
某一件事情嘅結果係乜？個結
I
果
look
就係
at the
要確保
results in
我
whatever
哋
we
有一個
do.
非常有
What are we
能力
trying to achieve?
高效嘅
We
應
want
變能
to
力。
stay flexible and agile
下
in
一
meeting
位提問
challenges.
係
Next
因為時
question.
間關係咧，就答
We're
兩
almost
條
out of time, so we
右
will
手
take
邊
this
嘅後
question
排
as the last question.
米色衫嘅記者係呢位。
係你好 Now TV 嘅，就想追問翻特首咧，就今日都未取消到核酸檢測嘅阻礙喺邊，即係喺內地定係香港方面嘅。第二就係政府取消咗呢個隔離令啦，但係留意到有私家醫生咧就拒絕幫新冠病人應診嘅。咁點睇呢個現象？政府會唔會出翻一啲指引呢？唔該晒。
多謝你呢個問題，因為剛才都有問係通關核酸檢測嘅一啲細節嘅。我講得好清楚嘅，我係希望係盡快全面同內地通關，咁亦都相信個時間係會快嘅。咁我希望早日向大家宣布。而所謂嘅全面同內地通關呢，係唔需要核酸檢測嘅。咁我哋但係呢，而家現有嘅喺我哋而家目前嘅機制，同埋大家係同意做嘅方法呢，係有核酸檢測呢個需要嘅。我哋亦都係同各方面傾緊，如果取消核酸檢測，我哋嘅部署同埋準備係點？亦都有幾多個部門咧係需要通知。我哋係喺呢方面大家好積極嘅。我相信喺大家咁正面嘅交流、咁緊密嘅協調之下咧，呢一方面我哋原則上咧，大家都係有呢一個意願嘅。咁只係執行細節方面咧，我哋係討論一下嘅。咁而且咧，我哋希望取消核酸檢測嘅同時咧，亦都係同國際接軌嘅措施咧，都係全面開放嘅。咁即係話咧，香港真真正正咧就係會。
So there will be free resumption of travel, even including international travel. So Hong Kong will return to full normalcy. The only restriction still is the mask wearing requirement. As I said, after the winter flu surge, we will seriously consider whether to remove the mask wearing requirement.
自從我哋取消咗 隔離令嘅措施咧，只係1日啦。
we've
咁我
only
哋
just
睇到
removed
咧
the
係有啲報道
isolation
咧，就
order
係
arrangement
有
for a
一
day.
啲
We've read
醫療方
reports
面嘅
that
過渡期
there is
會係
actually a
點處理
transition
咧？
period
我相信咧係
in terms
醫
of
衞局咧
medical
會喺呢方
care
面咧就係
arrangements.
留意住。
I'm sure
喺社會
the Health
所
Bureau
睇到
will
發現嘅不同嘅情況
monitor
咧，
the
係會同有關方面嘅溝通，睇下
developments
實
in the
際上面
community.
喺呢個過渡期裏邊咧，係
During
點
this
樣令到大
transition,
家更清晰
there will be
知道咧
communication with
正
the
確嘅
rep
做法係
parties,
點，
so
同
everyone
埋
knows
咧
what is the
係將
right
嗰個過渡
approach.
嘅時間咧係盡量縮短，
And
亦都
then we
讓
could
市
also
民咧去了
compress the
解
transition
實
as far as
際
possible.
個情況咧應該係點。咁喺
We
醫
need
衞
to
局
let the public know to what the
針對
arrangement is.
我哋取消咗隔離令之後。同有關
So
界別嘅溝通
after
佢
the
哋會積
removal
極
of
進
the
行嘅。
isolation
多謝
order,
大
the
家。
Health Bureau
咁即係提問
will
時間嚟到呢度嚇，多謝晒，唔該
communication
晒
with relevant parties. Thank you. That's the end of the media session. Thank you.
Thank you.